Acceptance. Acceptance is something that I used to struggle with without even realizing it. Years ago, I used to not accept myself the way I am. Having Duchenne's muscular dystrophy seemed like it was something that it was always gonna make me look different and that it was always going to be an obstacle in my life, no matter how hard I tried. Finishing a career seemed to me like it probably wasn't gonna happen due to my condition. It seemed impossible for me to one day live on my own and to pay for my personal assistants to help me. I thought that there was probably never gonna be a way for me to live on my own without the help of my amazing family. Even on Facebook, I wouldn't put pictures of me sitting in my wheelchair. I was ashamed that my friends were gonna see me in a wheelchair. Most of my friends in Mexico, they all saw me when I was walking. So if I posted those pictures, they were gonna find out that I was now sitting in a wheelchair. And that idea just terrified me. Hiding my chair from everyone seemed like it could somehow fix everything. And everything would seem more okay if I hide it. Part of the reason that I think that I didn't accept myself the way I am is because I was more focused in praying for a cure rather than trying to enjoy my life with my disability. But at that point I was young and I wasn't really thinking about my future until I grew up and I started thinking about the future that I wanted to live with a disability. It was then when I realized that I had to accept myself the way I am. Thanks to the symbol of acceptance, I discovered that it was better if I just embrace it myself. I still hope that one day I'll get a cure, but until that happens, I've been over here trying to enjoy my life just the way I am. The symbol that you see on my shirt is the one that helped me accept myself. This symbol means that replacing the wheel with the heart, the stigma of the wheelchair is removed. And it can be a symbol for any person with any kind of disability or impairment. It represents the person, not society's perception of the lack of abilities of that person. This symbol is an attitude and a lifestyle. It's accepting one's abilities and rallying around that diversity and turning it into strength. It's loving and living life to the fullest no matter who you are, but how many years you live, what you think you look like, and what you can or cannot do. I met the symbol through this guy named Stevie Hopkins, which is the co-founder of the symbol. But his sister that passed away a couple of years ago, she was the one that had the creativity to create this symbol. The day that I met Stevie Hopkins was at this camp for people with disabilities that I went to when I was 16th. At this camp, people with disabilities, they basically just get paired up with a personal assistant that just helps them throughout the week. In that week, I met the Stevie Hopkins guy. He basically went one of the days and he just talked to us about acceptance and how this symbol came to be. And he brought shirts. He just told us that his sister created the symbol for a dorm t-shirt and that later on she turned it into a movement of acceptance and gave a meaning to this symbol. And sadly she passed away, but according to Stevie, he taught her how to live his life, how to live it to the fullest and just accept himself the way he was. He told us how he went to school at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. He basically just let me know that he could do it with the disability. I could do all of those things with this disability, and that I shouldn't be ashamed of having it, because I was still gonna be able to do everything I set my mind to. Seeing that message for me at that age encouraged me to really fight for my opportunity to also go to a university. And it's crazy to think that a few years after that, I ended up at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. And I lived in the same dorm that they both lived in. And I think I definitely got to live the meaning of this symbol. He basically never really mentioned it in the story, but I think from what I can conclude in my head, I think that this symbol was made for a bar crawl that takes place at the dorm every year. And I got to attend to that bar crawl, and when I was in the bar crawl, I was just living it up and accepting everyone that was at the bar crawl as equals, and just loving life, surrounded with all these different people from all these different ethnicities. And I remember that we took a picture, and in that picture you can clearly see people from all different ethnicities just enjoying life and just being themselves. Overall, I'm very thankful that I accepted it myself, and that I didn't let my disability define me or stop me from achieving anything. Just like it happened to me, accepting yourself will allow you to recognize that you're different, and to always try to figure out ways to live a happy and different life. When we accept ourselves, we let go of what we think we should be, and we start to enjoy life with what we do have. It allows us to live our lives for us, not for others' approval. By others seeing how much we love ourselves, we invite them to do the same too. Most importantly, we empower ourselves when we accept ourselves. We tell ourselves that no matter how we look like or what our status might be, we'll be enough to accomplish anything. So there you go. Get out there. Show the world how much you love yourself, and embrace everyone else around you. As always, you're more than welcome to like or subscribe to this channel if you want to get to know more of these life truths. Lastly, share this video with someone that needs to hear this message of acceptance. I needed to hear this message a long time ago, and it changed my life.